So I'm supposed to be telling y'all a story, right? So a day in the life of a 50-plus unemployed filmmaker story is about the show One-on-One. One-on-One. I met this girl named Diamond a long time ago, and we became fast friends. She was so adorable. She could sing. She had this cute face. And you know who she reminded me of? Kelly Price. And she is just as cute as a button. Her voice is absolutely beautiful. And we talked. I think we were actually telephone friends for, it seemed like, 10 years or more. I have no idea why after that first initial meeting that we didn't see each other for a while. Now, I was in LA a lot. Sometimes I didn't have a car. Then I moved back to Houston. Then I moved to Vegas. So it was just a whole bunch of places that we didn't get to be face to face all the time. But I loved me some Diamond, and Diamond worked for the star of One-on-One, Flex Alexander. I loved that show. I loved One-on-One so much. I knew the characters. I studied the characters and everything. And I wanted to work on that show. I wanted to send my scripts to the executive producer of the show. And you know, I did. I even sent her a gift. Let me tell y'all how corny I am. I was so unexperienced on how the things worked in Hollywood. I sent her this cheap gift. It was pretty, but it was cheap because she had way more damn money than me. I'm buying gifts from CVS to send to her, but I did it to get her attention, you know, my name or whatever. It was returned to me, you know, but you can't make me believe they ain't open up that box and look at it, because, you know, they supposed to return things unopened, but I know damn well they opened that box. I know it. But anyway, I was in Houston, and I was talking to Diamond on the phone, and let me tell y'all, our phone conversations was like a Wendy Williams conversation. And I used to have this saying, baby, if they ever had a camera in our rooms while we talking about people in entertainment, we would be on TV. That's what I used to say. And shortly after that, reality TV came out. And we both just tripped out. We were like, we used to say this to each other on the phone, talking about reality TV. And now look, reality TV, it exists. You know, so that used to just trip us out. So we would have these Wendy Williams type conversations about the entertainment industry. We read the entertainment magazines and everything and all the gossip, and we would be on there talking and cracking jokes. Let me tell y'all something, baby. If there would have been a camera in there, we both would be rich right now, because it was pure gold. Pure gold. So I just came down that street all the way to Valley Boulevard, and I recognized the name Valley Boulevard from when I went to school at Cal State LA in Alhambra. It's amazing how some of these streets connect. So anyway, where was I? Oh, so I was in Houston, right? And I found out that there was going to be a celebrity basketball game in Houston. And I heard that Flex Alexander was going to be a part of that game. So I called Diamond. I said, Diamond, I wrote these SPEC scripts for one-on-one, and I would like to give them to Flex when he comes. She said, I don't know. I don't know about that. I said, well, can I send you a copy and let you read the scripts and see if you feel comfortable after you've read the scripts? She said, okay, send me the scripts. I sent her the scripts. It was 3 SPEC scripts. And she called me back. After she read them, she went, Patricia, oh my God, you have these characters down pat. She said, you act like you already have worked on this show. I can't believe how well you captured the essence of this show in these scripts. I said, so do you feel comfortable in me going and trying to give him the scripts and just telling him that I know you? I don't have to say that you told me to give them to you or nothing like that. I could just say I know you, you know. And she was like, okay, we could do that. And I found out where they were playing a celebrity basketball game in Houston. It was at a stadium that I grew up around, where we used to have our high school football games. I got dressed, went down there, caught the bus, because I don't know if I had a car at the time. Don't make me lie. I might have had my old little white Geo Metro car at the time. I'm not sure. So I go down there and I get there early because I know you have to be early, and I wasn't already set to have a ticket or anything. I was just gonna try and catch him before the game. And I get there and I'm waiting outside. This guy comes up to me and he's like, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. We strike up this conversation. I tell him why I'm there, and he's just letting me talk, and then we start talking entertainment and how I lived in LA and all this stuff. And when I finished talking, he says, okay, how about this? I am over the volunteers. How about I place you in the back near the locker rooms? I said, what? He said, yeah, you can work the door of the locker room, make sure nobody go in and out or steal their stuff, things like that. And that way you'll be able to see him when he's coming and going. I said, I know you're lying. He's like, I can do that. That's my job. This man put me in the back, and then I told him all about me being a talent assistant, and it was just like a match made in heaven. So I was back there. I saw Flex. He came in. He was real nice. I made the introduction, told him that I knew Diamond, and I sent her the scripts. I begged her to read them, and she liked the scripts. So I thought, you know, when you're on your way back home on the airplane, you could read the scripts and, you know, give me a little feedback. So one of the scripts was about driving school. It was about the daughter learning how to drive. And so the way I did it, I had the little friend, and now I can't think of nobody's name. So I had Flex's best friend in the show, the little short, cute, funny guy. I had him as her teacher, right? Kyla Pratt's teacher, driving instructor. And I had them in a park where they were driving the electric cars, the kiddie cars. And he had made a track, and that's how they did the driving lessons, in the little electric plastic cars, you know. And let me tell you, it was funny. It was hilarious, because you know how crazy he was in that character, and it was just It was just over the top funny, okay? Over the top funny. Where I wrote another script about something else, and then another script about something else. Like I said, I had 3. Well, what happened was, what had happened, not too long, when the show started again, I turned on TV, and they had combined 2 of my ideas into one script. And it was the one with the driving school, learning how to drive, and then it was another one. So when I saw that, all the oxygen left my body. I was just too through. I called Diamond. I said, "Hey, Diamond." She said, "Patricia, don't even say it." When I saw the scripts in rehearsal, when I saw them rehearsing that, I already knew. I already knew. And I said, okay, I said, I don't blame you for anything. And I know you didn't have anything to do with that, but I appreciate you reading my project, my scripts, and I appreciate your friendship all these years. And sadly, that was the last time I talked to her in a long time. So I eventually made it back to LA, and I went to undergrad school at Cal State LA, and I was living on campus. It was a closer proximity for us to see each other face to face. And so finally, one day, she came over to the dorm. I can't even tell you how much fun we had that day. Oh my God. That's somebody I really still miss her friendship. Diamond, if you out there, girl, hit me up. I adore her. I really, really adore her. We had so much fun talking on the phones and things like that. And I just love her. Oh, and I think we met a few other times at another time at a comedy show or something like that. I wanted her to be in one of my projects, but the project didn't come to fruition at that particular time. But that was my girl. Yeah. And that was one of my stories about me being a writer and writing the 3 SPEC scripts. I'm telling y'all, I tried everything that I knew how to try, because everybody always says you got to know somebody, you got to do this. So I've done it all. All the little tricks that everybody say you need to do. And I don't know. Some of them didn't work. Some of them didn't work. But you got to keep trying. You got to keep trying. You can't give up, especially if you know this is your talent, you know. And I'm not giving up. Now I've shifted. Follow me on YouTube. I've shifted to my YouTube content, and I've shifted from just being behind the camera to being in front of the camera. And I am hoping to just give you some good content and give out advice in my stories, in my examples, because that's really how people got literary agents and things like that. I just never sent I felt uncomfortable sending my writing ideas to literary agents, being that I had been in an agency before and temped at an agency, and when scripts come in the mail, they throw them in the floor, and it'd be piles and piles and piles of unread scripts from people who are already screenwriters. Yeah. Them people don't read that stuff. And so I didn't want that to happen to me, even though the idea still somehow mysteriously and magically ended up on TV. Now, don't get me wrong. They always say, what they always say? Everybody's idea is somebody else's idea. People think of more than one idea. And that is true. That is very, very true. So that's apparently what happened. But, yeah, I loved that show so much because Kyla, that little girl, she been around a long time. She don't get enough credit. She funny as hell. She funny as hell. And very talented. Oh, I almost forgot a part. So while I was here in LA, they were having their last show, the rap party. Diamond invited me to the set, and I went down to the set to the last day of the rap of the season and was walking around. And let me tell you something, baby, when I walked around, see, I don't even know how I be getting in some of these places. I was down there in backstage with the dressing rooms and everything, and when it was a long curve of a hallway, and I was just walking and walking, and baby, one of them doors opened and Flex walked out. And if I tell y'all, you know how you see the ghost? But I didn't even say anything. I just said, hi, you seen Diamond? And he was like, oh yeah, she's in there, they're in there, she'll be out. And he went on about his way. And so I just walked around waiting for her to come out, and I eventually got to see the cast and take pictures with the cast members. And yeah, that's how that whole thing came full circle. I was able to go to the last show, and that's my one-on-one story. Yep. I get around. I was getting around back in the day, baby. You would never know where you might see me. I knew some people who respected me as much as I respected them, and they had connections, and they would put my name on a list of certain parties and at certain doors. Even if they weren't going, I would go by myself. And I was there by myself that night. But thank you for watching this episode of A Day in the Life of a 50-plus unemployed filmmaker. I'm Patricia Tone. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Share it. And please, please subscribe. Thank you.